Hi, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 1st to the 15th, 2023 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps this channel be seen by the YouTube algorithm, so thank you so very much. I appreciate it so much. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of from the 1st to the 15th of July. Libra, angels, and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay, this one just popping right out. I guess we should also go with these ones because spirits like put them all down, which I know is a bit excessive. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands reversed, we have Justice reversed, and we have the Three of Cups. Now, the Six of Wands reversed is us not celebrating ourselves. It can also be us not thinking very highly of ourselves, which is reiterated with Justice reversed. We're getting in our own way. We're represented by Justice in the major arcana. So when it's reversed, we're completely out of balance with ourselves. So being aware of that during this time to say, I need to be in balance. I need to just kind of like check in a bit more with me is going to be so important. And then we have the Three of Cups. This is somebody who we think will celebrate us or be there with us or connect with us. And they might not feel the same way, or they might not be able to. This is a person who can raise their glass to you and say, oh, yeah, give good lip service, but doesn't follow through. And that can be very hurtful. This could be a pain from the past coming forward where something is like, oh, wow, this makes us think of this person or the situation that wasn't good for us that we had a hard time with. Or it can be somebody right now that we're realizing, oh, no, that's not where I want to be. That's not the person I need in my corner because they can't be in my corner. So being aware of that is going to be super important. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and Spirit guides. Here is joyous. Remember to be joyous. You want a joyous spirit, which I think somebody else said that somewhere. And I don't know who said that, but Spirit just said it. And I heard it in somebody else's voice. So I think I'm copying somebody right there, or Spirit is. But a joyous spirit isn't, I don't know. Okay, this could be completely wrong, but I don't know why I'm getting the Duggars, like that 19 Kids and Counting. I was watching Shiny Happy People clips from that. So if that's related to that, it's not talking about that at all. Just to put that out there. Okay? Weird. Okay? What this is talking about is you want your spirit to be happy. You deserve to be joyous, to be happy, to connect. I was doing a Qigong session, and at the end of it, I saw just beautiful lights and dancing. And Spirit said, you want to live in joy. And it was that breakthrough through that was like, yes, I want to live in joy. It's enough being sad, being overwhelmed, being held back. And here, for however we're moving forward in life, we want to be in joy. We want to connect with that joy. And that's going to be just so absolutely important to us. It's like we deserve to have a joyous spirit, a spirit that is dancing, that is laughing, that is connecting, that is beautiful. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh, okay, this goes first, and if we have more room. Okay. So what we're starting off here is the King of Pentacles reverse, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We can feel a bit disconnected from the prosperity that we want to be living in. There's a sense of not feeling like the king, not feeling like the ruler, the prosperous, bountiful one. We also need to know with the king, I've been seeing this more and more with the King of Pentacles. It's like we need to take care of our appearance. It's not saying that we have to go like overboard and spend 18 million hours in front of the mirror, but it means that we have to take care of ourselves, because so often, especially when life gets chaotic and overwhelming and intense, we forget about us. We just like, it's like, I don't have time, you're lucky I brushed my teeth, type of energy. And the King of Pentacles is telling us we need to take care of ourselves. And the King of Pentacles reversed is letting us know that we're not connecting, we're not rooting ourselves in our prosperity to let ourselves grow. It's kind of like trying to grow a tree, but not having any soil and not watering it. So it's not going to work. Here, it's connecting with our prosperity. It's seeing us as bountiful people. It's also looking at what we want, at the bounty that we need in our lives, and how we move ourselves forward in blessings. Talking blessings over ourselves instead of saying, oh my gosh, I always have money troubles, or oh my gosh, this is too much. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to handle this. We can think that. We can say, wow, this is overwhelming. But then we can breathe and we can start to look at our gifts and our prosperity and what we need. And it might be that we need to scale back, and that can be really overwhelming. That can be really overwhelming to think, okay, I need to pull it all back, scale back, and then move me forward. That's going to be something that's very important that we look at here, because the King of Pentacles reverse, we can also be having a hard time connecting with earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I see this more as I'm having trouble planting myself towards success, seeing myself as a successful person. And at the root of our being, we are successful. It might not be the way the media portrays it, right? The big house, the fancy car. It might be a very quiet success, but a quiet success is a beautiful success. It moves us to the Emperor. The Emperor is Aries energy. Now, Libra, what's interesting is that Aries is our sister sign. So Aries can bring out the best or the worst in us. But here, because it's in the upright position, it's really bringing out the best. There is a sense of here connecting with our root self. So we can have a bit of tug of war here where it feels like I'm totally disjointed. We can have a hard time connecting with our sacred masculine energy as well when it comes to bounty, when it comes to success. This can also be just being a little bit more authoritative with ourselves, like saying, this is what I'm going after, this is what I need, this is what's important to me, this is what I want, and sticking to those goals. With the Emperor, we're connecting with our goals, most definitely. We're seeing what we want, we see what we desire, we're moving towards that success. So here, we don't have a hard time connecting with our sacred masculine energy, but we're going to have a kind of like ping pong back and forth with that where we can and we can't. This is also here, like Spirit is saying the men in our lives. However that manifests, it's a sense of honoring that connection. Even if it was toxic, because I know somebody's saying here, not going to say, but somebody's saying, oh no, I'm not honoring that relationship. But it is honoring your power to move you forward. It might not have been the best relationship at all, okay? Or it could have been an absolutely wonderful one. But what we're saying here is to honor the sacred masculine within yourself to move you forward, because you've learned what you don't want to be and you've learned what you want to be. And that's a very powerful thing. And it's like, how do I move forward in success? I always see the Emperor as somebody who's able to have like this map laid out in front of them, because, Mars is the god of war, right? Aries is the god of war. And it's just like that 3D map where they're able to see things, the procedures, the movements, the way to move forward, like be that perfect general that was able to look at their troops and look at what needed to be done and get it done and get things to move forward so that they have success. But that also means that they were able to be, you know, a conqueror to others. And that can be the energy that we have a hard time with, where in order to succeed, it can feel like somebody else has to lose. And that doesn't have to be the case at all. There is enough to go around. So when we embrace our emperor mentality, when we embrace our success, we might be holding ourselves back because we think, oh, well, if I'm winning, then somebody else is losing. And we can want everybody to win, or we can be like so afraid to cause disharmony to anybody else that we cannot be taking our opportunities. So just be aware of that, Libra, because that's coming forward. It's like, I don't want to take away from other people, right? I don't want it to be the conqueror because I don't want to have the conquered, but I also want to be successful in my life and in my prosperity. And that is, at this time, it's like really saying, I'm connecting with me and I deserve to be successful. We're afraid of that success, of honoring ourselves. So just be aware of that. There's going to be a sense here of coming to terms with things and coming to terms with our own power and letting ourselves shine. That's going to be super important. With the Fool reverse, we're afraid that people will judge us. We're afraid that people will look at us and be like, oh, well, that's not right, or it shouldn't be that way. It's following your rainbow, right? Your pot of gold, your success, your prosperity. We're not connecting with spirit. Because when we have white animals, here, the dog and the horse, in ancient Celtic tradition, it was seen that those animals, white animals, were connected more with the spirit world. And that kind of makes sense. Faded color, no color, right? Type of thing. So here, we need to connect with spirit in order to jump over our own emotional hurdles to get to where we want to be. Because there's joy and there's happiness that we're going after. And we're finding that we're releasing a lot of negative energy. The Ten of Swords stabs in the back, right? It's overthinking, overanalyzing, overkill to certain things, but it's also being afraid that the past will repeat itself, that things won't go as smoothly as we want them to. But we're coming to a completion of a cycle, especially mentally, and we're seeing our way forward. It's that sense of embrace the joyous. Where have I been imprisoned? Where have I been holding myself back? What is it that I'm afraid to connect with? And if we're not afraid, then it's also just letting go of past words, past criticisms, past hurts, past pains that we find, sneak into our little, lizard mind and tell us, oh no, you can't do this. And it's like, why? Why can't I? This is a resurrection of spirit, a resurrection of power, of thought, of mind, of determination, and of focus. And it brings us to the emperor, not to the emperor, to the Hierophant. So I love that we start with the emperor and we end with the Hierophant because it's such a powerhouse. And it's, again, connecting with that sacred masculine energy, which is powerful and absolutely beautiful. And again, when we connect with sacred masculine energy, it doesn't mean that we have to be male or masculine or identify as male or whatever. What it means is that we are taking the yin and the yang, right? The feminine and the masculine that makes up the world. And we're coming into harmony with both. Here, that harmony with the sacred masculine is going to be super important for us because we're a bit in discord with it. We can also be a bit in discord with Taurus energy. That's the energy of the earth, grounding ourselves, sinking our feet in. We can be a lot more inclined to be connected with the Aries energy, which is a bit more fiery, right? Aries can have, especially young Aries, can have such a temper, okay? And it can be a young child Aries, but it can also be an Aries who is just immature, and we'll see their temper can really shine forward. It's like, wow, it's really intense. And there's also a power of sturdiness with both of these signs. I always see like Aries to me always have a lot more of a blocky face, like a square shaped face, right here. And Taurus have more of a sturdy build to them. Okay. Aries can be a little bit not as sturdy, but like more lithe, more athletically built. And Hierophant energy, Taurus energy, can be more sturdy. It's not like it doesn't have to be, chunky or anything like that. It's just more of a sturdy presence. Like they are so connected with the earth that you can see it in their bodies. So that's what I'm seeing here. It's that connection with the earth, the connection also with our talents. Taliesin in Celtic tradition, was the bard that could do everything. He was absolutely unstoppable. And so when we are embracing ourselves, when we're saying, this is what's right for me and this is what isn't, this is what's powerful for me and this is what isn't, we're embracing ourselves and we're starting to learn our harmony. But we have to not be afraid of what everybody else thinks, because other people's thoughts, other people's actions have kept us from fully creating what we want, fully creating the world that we want to move forward in. And here we have, music, we have stories. It's really the arts that shine forward, right? But it can be anything. It's also listening to the harmony of things, listening to the energy vibration of humans. It can be, you know, tuning forks, like getting everything perfectly tuned. And this can be a time where we're tuning ourselves. We're tuning ourselves to be able to move forward in the energy that we need, that we want, that we're desiring within our lives. And connecting with the earth, connecting with what we desire for ourselves, and finding that balance is going to be so important, Libra. So important. Yeah, because I see us more, I don't know why these imageries are coming forward, but I love it. I see us more like the tree, right? And the tree can be very lithe. It can be just flexible and, it moves with the wind. It can't be too rigid because then the wind will just blow it over. And I see that as us. But we're looking at our roots and we're looking at our passions and we're looking at the fire that we need to move forward in. And, trees can live up to 4,000 years. And so here, it's going to take time to move things forward, to step into that creativity. And we're going to think, well, it's too late. And it's not, Libra. It's not at all. So just be aware of that. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Eight of Pentacles, working too hard and being too fussy, persnickety about things. Like it has to be just like this, it has to be just like that. No, it doesn't. Let certain things go. Our subconscious spirit message is meditate. Meditation, whether it's going for a walk, not having earbuds in your ears, just listening to the birds or listening to the sound of the world around you. However, you meditate, whether it's washing dishes or sitting and meditating like they show you, it doesn't matter. Just actively meditating and connecting with silence is going to be so, so, so beneficial for you. So beneficial for you, Libra. It's that connecting with the silence. Even if we don't meditate, even if we're like, yeah, no, no, thank you. But connecting with that silence is going to be so important. And then we have our subconscious tarot message, and that is the Lovers reversed. Now, we could be having a bit of difficulty with a Gemini energy, but we can also be out of balance with what we love, out of balance with the harmony of love, and trying to make love a cornerstone of our lives, like saying, this is important, this is sacred to me, this is what I'm connecting with. It's going to be a very powerful thing for us. And even if we're not having difficulty with the Gemini energy, we can be having difficulty with the spiritual and the practical and putting them together. We can always have it's like, this is spiritual, this is practical, and like never the two shall meet. We need that balance because that's what we're all about, Libra. We're all about the balance in life. And that's what's so important to us. Okay. All right, Libra. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Libra. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.